Hey, first of all, go Sixers. Why do women feel that they have to make a declaration of what they accomplished when first introducing themselves to a man when dating? Um, I honestly think a lot of women probably do that because they think it's attractive, they think it's appealing, and they think that's what men are actually looking for and are actually desiring and actually want. When in actuality, it's not. Um, a lot of women will broadcast to the planet that they're a good mother, that they're a good parent, that they have a good job, that they have tons of businesses, they have their own vehicle, that they have a good house. And it's like, okay, congratulations on being a responsible adult. Um, but as far as attracting a man, like that's not going to be it. You got a lot of women out here who own their own home, own a nice car, great businesses, probably great mothers, blah blah blah, and they single as fuck and miserable and lonely as fuck. So that's not what does it. Um, and I honestly think if we do tell women what we like, they're gonna ignore it anyway. So it's almost like why even bother? Um, Men want to know whether or not if a woman is kind and considerate and feminine and cooperative, and trustworthy and loyal and appealing and open minded. So it's like those are small characteristics. Um, this other stuff, like ladies, put yourselves in a man's place. If a man came to you and walked around with that badge on his chest, was like, I'm a good father, I'm a good person, I have my own car, I have my own house, I have my own business, I'm this and that. You're gonna think he's up. You're gonna think he's arrogant, and you're gonna be like, okay, dude, congratulations on being an adult. We try to tell you there's platforms where people have told you that's not attractive. You make yourself not attractive and not available for people to want to scoop you up, and then half of y'all that say that stuff, we see what kind of men that y'all end up with. We see the babies that you've carried. A lot of y'all that talk about y'all have a good house, a good car, a good job, good career, great this, great this. You've had kids by men who have none of that or significantly less than that. So explain that. Um, it's okay to be responsible. It's okay to have all those accomplishments, but that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we want. We want you to have those things coming in, yes, for yourself. Granted, yes. Keep in mind, this is for yourself, just to have and say, hey, I've accomplished some stuff. I got some stuff, and I'm settled and I'm situated in life. Okay, good job. However, that's not what does it. Um, you having good finances. Okay, good. A lot of people got good finances, especially at a certain age. And if you don't, you probably shouldn't worry about dating. Um, Place to stay. Majority of people that are out here probably looking to date probably do have a place to stay. And if they don't have a place to stay, they probably shouldn't be a candidate to date or anything else. A vehicle, that's depending on where you live. If you live like in an inner city, like in I guess New York or Cali or stuff like that, and a vehicle is probably not necessarily feasible for you to have, where you can just catch Ubers or bike ride or walk or catch public transportation. Okay, fine, that's not really a requirement. But for rural areas and you have a car, okay, a lot of people need that to get back and forth to work. Also to a job. It's like, some people got jobs, some people got careers, some people got businesses. Either way, there is a source of income you should be having at a certain age, bringing in just to sustain yourself, not even sustain anyone else. It's a focus point for anybody. It's like, okay, congratulations. We don't look at that as like, okay, she's better than her because she got a bigger house or she got a better job. I think y'all do that as a deterrent. I think y'all do that as a deterrent because the guys that you dealt with before, they used you for your resources because they didn't have any. I honestly think that. And I think y'all leave with that to be like, I'm not gonna let this guy take advantage of me. Well, it's like, well, it's not the fact that he took advantage of you. It's the fact that you knew that you wasn't into him for what he brought to the table, besides maybe dick or maybe some type of excitement or joy. Okay, then be honest with yourself. That's what you liked in him. You knew he didn't have a job. You knew he had a place to stay. You knew things wasn't settled right, but you still liked him. Don't try to go blaming him without blaming yourself. You liked him. I'm not giving grace to the guys either that might have swooned you to believe certain things, but also too, you gotta use a little common sense. Y'all act like you know everything else. You ain't know that. You never been to this man's house, but you know, he come to yours, or y'all go wherever y'all go out. You pay the bill. He never paid it. Y'all go somewhere. You driving. Okay. What was it about him that attracted you if he had nothing to bring to the table that you have? Now you gotta be honest with yourself. You knew he ain't had that. Oddly enough, the things that you might be attracted to, you probably don't even like or want. You just probably heard somebody else say it. You heard somebody else say, I want a man that is this, and this. That's not what you used to. That's not what you like. You get that. You probably don't even like it. You probably don't even want it. You just want it because somebody else said it. Also, too, if a man comes to the table with, he's making, a significant ton amount of money, he is established in his life, financially, residentially, economically, vehically, he ain't checking for you. He ain't checking for the Nickies and the Keishas and the Kianas of the world with a couple kids, a divorcee that's bitter and trauma. He ain't checking for you. Like, I wonder what she doing so I can go into her life. Nah, he dating whoever's available who got lesser out. Like, who, if you got 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, there's plenty of women there who don't have any kids. You 30, 40, 50 plus, he going with somebody 30 below. You might have gained a few pounds. You might have gained a few pounds, and he going with somebody whose body looks flawless. You might have a college degree, going with somebody who just went to high school, graduated from college or junior college, or didn't even go to college, whatever the case may be, but she's more pleasant, she's more open, she's more pleasing, she's more of a breath of fresh air to be around. Your friends and family and your kids and your pets don't even like being around you, but you want this man to be around you because what? You took care of Tyrone and Pookie and them, and you held it down for them because y'all had a struggle, toxic relationship, so you expect him to do that for you? That's not gonna work at all. So you shouldn't even think that. Might want to revamp that thought of what men like. I mean, if that's what you want. A lot of say y'all don't want a man, y'all don't want this, y'all don't want that. But your Facebook posts, your Instagram stories, your Snapchats, your TikToks, your half-naked pictures for attention, you're not doing that because you want attention from women. You're doing that because you want attention from somebody to come give you attention because you're bored or lonely. That's just my opinion. If it offends you, that means for you it's a fact. Not trying to be offensive, just trying to be informative. We like what we like. We want what we want. Men don't want that. They don't like that. Ask a man of a certain caliber, ask him what would he like in a woman without assuming the worst. Because if you ask a man what he wants, you're automatically going to assume he's going to say something outlandish because of what you saw on the internet, what you saw on social media. You're going to assume that that's what the majority think, but you won't even ask. You're just too arrogant and cocky to even ask to understand. You're just all about yourself. Well, if you actually ask a man, what would you like to have in a woman? He'll tell you. And then you can compare it to what you actually have or do or bring, and then see if it makes sense to you. Because it makes sense to us. We know what we want. It makes sense to us. It may not make sense to you. Maybe revisit that and revamp that soliloquy or that laundry list of accomplishments. Like, we don't care that you went and have an MBA from Harvard or went to an Ivy League school or HBCU. We don't care if you got multiple businesses making all this money. That's your money. We don't care. We don't care if you drive a 2024 whatever of any kind of luxury car. We don't care. We don't care if you got the best weave, hair, makeup done on the planet. We don't care about none of that. That means nothing to us. All that can be given and decorated to an asshole. We don't want that. So try that on for size.